Hey loves, Dr. Renetta, the Equipper here, and this is part 2 of Tune Up Tuesday. If you want to know what Tune Up Tuesday is all about, do me a favor, go back and check out part 1. Today, I want to talk about the power of resting in the sit. Let me give you a little maybe different definition of rest than you've heard in the past. Rest is not a state of inaction, not just a state of inaction, but rather it is a state of taking action and making decisions from a seated place. And so I went to the doctor the other day, and she began to speak to me and talk to me about how not adequately resting was affecting my health, my look, even my voice. And so she reminded me that rest is more mental than it is physical. Let me say that again. Rest is more mental than it is physical. And so it reminded me of 1 Kings 19 when Elijah was doing what quit saying that man was trying to kill himself, because he wasn't. He said he asked the Lord to kill him. So quit talking about he was trying to commit suicide. No, he asked God to take his life. Okay, but anyway, that's a whole different story. But anyway, he was doing what he was doing in his way, and two things happened. He slept, he rested, and he ate. Okay, and there's a message about provision in there, because the angel gave him instruction when he opened his eyes and looked, the provision was right there. That's a whole nother subject. But anyway, I want to get to, he said, you got to rest. He said, he told him to eat, because the journey ahead of him is great. So when you're resting and when you're making decisions about eating, because eating and resting go together, that's what you do in the sit. How you rest and eat in the sit is what helps you get to that next place. And so you have to do it for where you're going, okay? Stop eating for the moment. And this is not just natural, this is spiritual. What you're eating needs to match what you're reading. It needs to match the place that you're going, what you're trying to be. It also reminded me of Deborah and how Deborah ruled from a seated place. Royalty rules make judgments from a seated place, okay? And so those of you who are in transition, I want to tell you this, and then I'm going to quit. It is what you do in the sit. That suffix ION takes a verb to a noun. And so sit means to shift the responsibility of the weight. It means to rest. Trans means to go from one place to another. And so it is what you do in the sit that causes you to become the person, place, or thing, to get to the place, become the person, and do the thing that God has called you to do. So I want to encourage you to rest in the sit. Be seated, stay seated, and rest for where you're going.